If you take this thing for granted, you should be ashamed of yourself, because so many of us do, including me, and it's not good. So I was walking home from the gym today. I was just walking through my town. I crossed the road. I was waiting to cross the road, and across the street were these two people walking along, and it was a blind guy. I know this sounds fake, right? It's gonna sound fake. It sounds like one of those little like church stories, but genuinely, there's a guy walking along who was blind, and he had one of the stick things. He was walking around like that. And there was a guy in a wheelchair wheeling past him. And I was just thinking in my head, I wonder who would rather be who. Would you rather lose the ability to use your legs or lose your sight? And I was thinking about this. I think personally, I feel like my sight is my most precious thing I have. I feel like if I couldn't see anything, I'd just kill myself. Genuinely, because like, what are you gonna do if you can't see? I mean, as a guy who makes flipping idiotic videos, you know, I kind of need my sight. But then again, if you can't walk, you know, I've had operations in the past where, you know, you wake up and you're like, oh, I can't walk. I genuinely can't walk. It wasn't even a leg thing. I was just thinking, I cannot do anything. I just want to sit down and do nothing. And that sucks. I remember just lying in the hospital bed thinking, I want to run. I want to be free. But you can't, because your legs don't work. Like, that sucks so badly. And I realised, oh wait, hold on. I don't have to imagine either of them, because I can walk. I can see. And I feel like so many of us take that for granted, that ability to just be able to look at stuff and see it, you know. I can see you right now. Well, I can't actually see you, but I can see my camera lens. That's something. I mean, you can see me right now. I mean, sucks to be you, but you can see me right now. You can walk off. You can just click off this video and walk away. Isn't that just a gift? And we all just take it for granted. Recently, I've been going to bed and I've just been like noticing my heartbeat. And like my heartbeat will genuinely just go up and I'll be like, am I having a heart attack right now in the middle of my bed? And it's just like, no, nobody sat there just listening to their heartbeat, except for that blind guy. He's probably doing that. And nobody thinks, you know, like, what would you do if you were blind, genuinely? I don't know what I'd do other than kill myself. I don't know what I'd do. I was thinking on my walk home as well. I was listening to music, and when you get out of the gym, I don't know if you've experienced this, but sometimes you just feel really overwhelmed by, like, you got this loud music playing in your ears, and you're walking along and you're hot and sweaty, and you just want to just throw all your clothes off and just sit down and chill out. But I was walking home and I hadn't clicked off of my gym playlist. I was still on it, and it was just deafening me. It was just absolutely flipping deafening me, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna take my headphones off. I took them off, and it was just silent. And I feel like none of us just experience silence anymore. Or I know I don't personally. Maybe you do. But a lot of times in my life, I'll just have music playing in the background, whatever I'm doing. If I could have music playing right now making this video, I would. But no, I can't. And, you know, I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is switch on flipping YouTube. You know, I can't just live in the moment. And I don't know if you can't as well, but if you can't, we gotta sort our acts out. Because it's just ridiculous. We gotta just experience silence. Because we gotta start living in the moment more. And just embracing the things that we can see, hear, experience life. Because there are some people in Africa who can't experience life. They're thirsty, they want some water, they want some food, but they can't get it. And there's you eating McDonald's 3 meals a day. I mean, come on. Have some respect, buddy. I feel like it's really difficult, though. I'm saying all of this, but I know it's difficult to just suddenly change your routine. You know, start never listening to music ever again. I mean, that's just flipping impossible. You can't do that. You can't go through life. You know, you can't go to walk without listening to music. I can't. I personally can't. But it's just sometimes when you have those moments of overwhelmance, just gotta take everything off. I feel like that's when you can really appreciate stuff. Maybe the fact that we aren't always listening to the birds chirping, the wind blowing, that when we do listen to it, we appreciate it more. It's like, wow, I should do this more often. Will I? Probably not, but I should probably appreciate it more. And maybe that's special. Maybe that's what makes it special. Just flip and appreciate living in the moment and appreciate your sight, your vision, your hearing, your legs working, because those blind guys in wheelchairs, they can't. But you can. And feel free to subscribe to the channel. I've just hit 100 subscribers, and it'd mean a lot if you did subscribe, because, you know, it helps small channels like me out a lot. More than you realise. And yeah, see you later.